collect their first ever 3-game series sweep here in Boise, and Idaho will look for revenge.
If you had to describe last week's Rapid Series with one word, just what word would you give it?
Frustrating. We know the potential of our group. We're too good of a team to allow ourselves to play down to our opponent. So, I think we struggled, kind of reestablishing our identity, and that's something we certainly need to do a better job of getting back to and reminding us of what makes us a damn good hockey team.
It's good to be early on in the season, and we know what it takes to win, especially with the group we have. So getting that slump and knowing what we need to work on right away early in the season, I think it's going to gel us even closer than we already are, and we'd rather have it now than later in the year.
What does hockey mean to you, and from being a small kid to now, just what's always kept you coming back to the game?
I think I was born to be a hockey player, and I was blessed by God to be a hockey player, and that's who I am, and He shaped me to be a hockey player. And the relationships I get to have through it, and the people I get to know for life now, and it just makes me want to keep coming back in the locker room and just giving it my all every year. It's a blessing to do. It's the little things that help our team win that get me going up. Like I know I'm not going to score as many goals, but the block shots and making the small plays in the D zone is what gets me fired up. So help the team that way, and I enjoy doing it, even though sometimes it hurts. But yeah.
Hockey's been my life for a long time, for as long as I can remember. Growing up as a kid playing hockey in Boise, Idaho, there weren't many opportunities to develop at the time. So, hockey led me to going to high school in Canada, and led me to, playing in a bunch of different states across the U.S. And, I've been fortunate to get an early start to my coaching career too. But, the game of hockey itself has taken me all over the world. It's introduced me to so many new people and so many new experiences, and honestly, just kind of the life experience you get just from, being attached to a silly little game is it's incredible. We're all very fortunate to be a part of this game, at any point in our lives, and we're even more fortunate that we're here and we get to do it for a living. For me personally, to be able to pursue coaching hockey in my hometown, surrounded by friends and family, it's pretty much the perfect scenario in any coach's dream, right? So it's the one constant that's been in my life, like I said, ever since I can remember.
Cam, are we playing a game here, or what are we doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, it's whatever you want to do, really.
We can get a round going.
Get a 9-hole round going?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-oh, no read.
Oh, that's why I wasn't on the dot. That was a good putt, too. I like that.
Didn't pick it up.
You just wanted to warm up.
Maybe you're right.
I don't know if that should count. He had a warm-up putt.
Yeah.
Man, it counts.
I don't think I've been around or played in any away rinks that have been quite to the same extent that Boise has. So it's pretty amazing having such a strong fan base and so much support.
I couldn't imagine coming to our rink as an away team.
And it doesn't matter Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what you're gonna get, which is super cool.
Not that far, really. It's 8 hours, probably. Oh, draw in there.
See, that's good.
Look at this.
That's what I want. Dude, you chip up, give yourself a birdie look. You don't make it.
I asked this guy, hey, do you golf? He goes, I try to swing it around.
That's a false comment.
244.
I'd like to put that on the record that interaction did not ever happen.
How have y'all felt the season has started so far?
Started hot, cooled off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we got a pretty good matchup here this weekend too with Tahoe. So
I think we're kind of working on finding our stride again. Like Punter said, we were pretty hot to start. We were flying, meshing really well, and then kind of got away from it a little bit. But yeah, the belief is definitely there. And I think we know kind of the recipe of what we're looking for. So it's just a matter of getting back to that and staying consistent with it.
Nice shot, Cam.
There it is, baby.
Sit.
That's good.
Get in
That's
there.
good. Come on.
In.
Does that count?
No, it doesn't. I think it's a good vibe. I mean, like, obviously, they stole some games from us early on, and games we'd like to have back. I mean, obviously, being in their barn too, and then winning wasn't fun. So the last thing we want is them to come in our barn and win. So, I mean, I think that it's a big test, and we're excited to have them come to town and, you know, play these 3 games and hopefully steal 6 points.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
Get up.
Get up.
Oh.
7.
Wow.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Back inside the Idaho Central Arena here in downtown Boise. Steelheads kicking off this week's 3-game series. First ever time the Night Monsters are here in downtown Boise. Tahoe took 2 of 3 games off Idaho in their building just a couple of weeks ago. Now White racing in on the forecheck behind the net. Latch left for his D partner Kapchek, who stretches Stanek on a partial break, a backhander, and he scores. Sloan Stanek really impressed and landed himself an ECHL contract, and now the Night Monsters back out with the lead. An absolute laser of a wrist shot from Chris Dodero. The Tahoe Night Monsters will pick up a 7-3 victory in game number 1 of this week's 3-game set. Idaho has now lost 5 games on home ice here in downtown Boise.
That's not good enough. Nowhere near good enough. Let's play north. Let's play heavy. We're at home in the best market to play in the ECHL. All right, take pride and let's win a 20.
Ultimately, we expect better. We demand better from our group, and we certainly know that we're more than capable of achieving that. It's not about how you are in the standings in October, November, December. It's building to a complete product by, you know, middle of April going into playoffs, and that's when the real fun, the real season starts.
Getting back to our identity, I think, is what we're focusing on, and figuring out the solid details of what makes us the Steelheads and what makes us good. And we got the group to do it, and no better people. We'd rather go fight out there in the battles and get back to winning.
Ryan registers wrist shot deflected away wide to the far corner. Helton Vice in on it. Across the right circle, McEachern scores! CJ Walker, 3-game point streak. Here's Hoffman, short-handed, splitting free, and scores! Oh, baby! Out of the box comes Pitters. McEachern looking for the Hattie, firing, there it is, and scoring! Looking for a response from Wednesday night. They got it.
Hey, great bounce back there, boys. And that was much needed. Right? It was a lot better playing that way and getting the result we want.
Way to come back, play the right way. Let's keep doing it. Could go to a lot of guys. Sholey, way to step in. First pro hat trick.
A lot of it's kind of just been finding consistency, I guess. I mean, every guy in there is kind of aware we've got a team with a boatload of skill and a lot of speed, and you know, we can play a hard game when we want to, but I think it's just kind of piecing it together, and I think it's shown in the first, I think, 3 weeks of the season. We had one night versus Utah where we had a really good game, you know, come in, play Toledo, who's a top team in this league, and take 2 games against them at home. And then, you know, the week after go to Tahoe and, you know, feel like we could have done more of that trip, but that's just kind of hockey in general. It can be the greatest game in the world sometimes, and it can be the worst game to play some days. And, you know, some games you feel like you dominate, you don't get the result you want. Some days you feel like you had no business being out there and you get 2 points. And it's the beauty of the game. But, you know, I mean, especially against Tulsa, you know, very back and forth, you know, grade A's the other way, grade A's this way. It was definitely a good hockey game, and, you know, they're a good team, but, you know, it's obviously something we need to build upon and, you know, minimize those chances against and, you know, take advantage of the ones we get.
Yeah, you know, obviously there's ups and downs in hockey, and it wouldn't be the same without them. So obviously we're not happy with where we are currently, but for a lot of other organizations, they'd be happy with the record we have. So, you know, we hold ourselves to a high standard here in Idaho, and you know, one of the biggest things for me personally is, you know, winning in front of our fans at home, and we haven't done that enough. So getting back to just having fun and enjoying and playing the right way, and the wins will come with that. This color should be like this is unreal.
And like they put the actual fish in and like the shape of Idaho. So Carl on our staff designed them.
Like if you could do like a plaid version with all of these colors.
Yeah.
The baby blue is unreal. Like, so nice.
So nice.
These are the coolest shirts.
Am I allowed to wear a hat?
You can wear a hat.
I'm allowed to wear sunglasses.
Come on, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
What? Oh, I like them. It's perfect. Goes like with all my sweaters, man. It's the same designs. I actually just got one like this.
I have maybe.
It has so many more skills than that.
What's going on?
Oh man, they all came.
You want to wave? You got to wave back.
How fast can you guys get one?
We were just discussing this.
Yeah.
I think it's like the fastest recorded was like 110
miles. So you don't want to get hit with that.
No, it hurts. Yeah. But we have also a lot of padding on. So like for the most part, when you do get hit, it hits like something with some padding. But when it doesn't, it hurts.
You feel it for sure.
You guys play baseball?
No.
Like baseball?
Play soccer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on. What positions?
Defense and goalie.
Nice.
Goalie,
I'm
that's
pretty
fun.
much always mid or striker.
Nice. We're both defense, so we know your game. Yeah.
And how long have you been playing?
Oof. I started skating when I was like 4. Yeah, so really young.
We try to ice skate, huh? We don't do great, but
it's hard. It takes time. We're both from Canada, so it's like religion up there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're born with a pair of ice skates, pretty much. So, yeah.
They play hockey.
How's it going?
What's your name?
Mackenzie May.
Mackenzie May. I'm Patrick.
I'm Reese. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Are we ruining your lunch a little bit
Yeah,
here?
those chicken
Are
nuggets.
we?
Great.
We are, eh? You can eat. You don't have to wait for us.
She's honest. So.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
No, now we're hiding.
What do you think their favorite colors are? Do you think they're pink and purple?
Yeah? How did you know that? How did you know that? Is that your favorite colors?
I've been here for 3 years for a reason. I love being in Idaho. I love giving back to the community that gives back so much to us as a team. Going to St. Luke's, it obviously gives you a perspective of how lucky we are and fortunate to play the game we love, and giving back to these kids, it means everything to them and their families, and it means a lot to us as well. It's a big deal for us to go out in the community and give back and put smiles on their faces for the holidays.
I don't really think there's many other places in the ECHL or the AHL or in pro hockey in general where you're getting a sold-out crowd pretty much every single night. And on top of that, understanding that the place we have in this community, people really hold us to a high standard, and being held to a high standard is obviously a responsibility, but it's also a privilege. And being able to go to the children's hospital and see those kids, especially close to the holidays where things maybe are a little difficult, they're away from home, they're getting treatment. I think it's kind of important to remind them that they're loved and they're in that spot where people will be there for them, whether it's just us coming and saying hi, maybe it makes their day a little better, give them a puck. I got my nail painted, but the nail chipped off a little bit. I think Cuds is still rocking his, so he's rocking it better than I am right now. But yeah, it's it's a good thing for us too, because it helps us understand our effect on kids like that and their families, especially during Christmas time.
Do you want a hockey puck? Yeah?
Heavy, hey?
The fishies on there.
Yeah. Cooper, can we get some knuckles?
Do some necks.
Thank you. Thank you, Cooper. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Say peace out, Girl Scouts.
What does that mean?
First goal.
Hop doesn't know much about it, but when you score the first goal, they throw the fish on. They throw the fish onto the ice. But fans look forward to it, and then every 4 goals we score, we get free jumbo jacks. So we do that quite a bit. But everybody in the building gets a coupon to get a free jumbo jet. So
That's what it's all about.
yeah, get those 4 goals. Yeah.
Chris is pulling
You're usually scoring the 4th goal.
Yeah, once it gets to 3, I see the 4th goal.
I was like, what? I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I really didn't know much about Hoff until this year, and you know, obviously played against him all of junior, and we had a little bit of a rivalry on the ice, and I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing.
He was always a very fast player. He was good in junior, so obviously he was a guy that guys knew about. He's definitely tough. You know, he hits pretty hard. Pretty fearless, I'd say. He's a guy you'd want to have in your corner if you're going to battle.
Always bad blood when we played against each other, but you know, really enjoy each other's company. And you know, I had the pleasure of meeting him this year and really getting to know him, and I've started to really enjoy being around him and his company.
Yeah, he used to really bully me. He used to call me pudgy all the time and routinely make fun of how my neck guard squished my neck fat to my face.
I never said that,
Yes,
ever.
did.
Now you're just making stuff up.
You'd see me in public, he'd drop food on the ground and see if I'd go for it.
But yeah, meeting him this year definitely provided a whole new perspective on who he was as a person. You know, great guy, great locker room guy. You know, he's always there for people. He's always helping out. I think it's, you know, it's just one of the great things in hockey. You allow yourself to meet people like that, you know, coming to new places, and, you know, maybe you have a person in common you both know, and that's how you start a great friendship. On the ice, we do joke with each other a good amount.
Go ahead, Brian.
I'd say.
It's the final 2 games before the holiday break, and the Steelheads coming off an overtime win Wednesday for their 5th win in their last 7 contests here in Boise, as it's Rapid City and Idaho from the Idaho Central Arena. Let's look back at the game Wednesday night. Steelheads a 4-3 overtime win against the Rapid City Rush. Brendan Hoffman was the star of the show, scored a regulation goal. We check out the overtime goal here from Hoff. Well, another close game for Idaho. They've now gone beyond regulation into overtime in 2 of their last 3 games. This is the Rapid City club. They've played 14 one-goal game contests here, the most in the ECHL. It seems like every night that we're playing a game, it's like playoff hockey, and we're not even till the Christmas break yet.
Absolutely. When it comes down to crunch time, we're going to see a lot more one-goal games, and those are the games that we're going to have to get comfortable in.
These are the kind of games you want to win. You want to be able to have a positive series against every team in the league, especially in your division. So, you know, heading into this week after what happened the last time they were there, I don't think there's a guy in the dressing room that doesn't understand what this means to us and, you know, isn't completely committed to getting this done.
We're going into the Christmas break here. We'd love to go in on a high and win all 3 games. So I think just, you know, continuing to do what we talked about and you know, really enjoying playing the game and just having fun with it and letting everything else follow up after that. So I think we come out, we do the right things, and we'll get out with some wins.
66.7% of this broadcast team tonight.
Yeah, well,
has a degree from Bowling Green.
Yeah,
Here's a out now in front, McCollum off the crossbar, and Oliver scores! Here's a breakaway for Wagner on Cross to his forehand, and he scores! Wow. Nice move from the captain, and just like that, we're back to a tie score. Wow. Wind it up through the center circle. Our Curry for Walker in front, forehand shot, and he scores! Oh, baby! That was pretty! Here's Jeffers in front for Bowman, and they score right off the face-off to the glove side of Ben Cross. It's now out to the blue line. Wagner's long-range wrist shot, right pad save. Davis goes in front, and Smetsrud scores. Down to the near corner for Crone. Hudla now, Pelton Vice, far dot, a wrist shot, score! Tie Pelton Vice, a power play goal to tie the game at 3. Surely, if we continue at this rate, we're going to head to overtime, all tied at 9. Kanade across the blue line. Pelton Vice to his right, finds him. A wrister, he scores! Third period underway here from the Idaho Central Arena. We welcome you back. Cam McGuire alongside Idaho goaltender Thomas Scholl. Mark Bros down at ice level in between the benches. And how about that? 15 seconds into the third, Denny Gore gets his 2nd goal of this series, and we are all tied in this game. McCollum bends it to the corner, near side for Rodzinski. Behind the cage, Hoffman, wraparound, backhander, save, rebound, he scores! bench here with 90 seconds to go.
He's going.
And they're pulling him for a 6-on-4 advantage here for Rapid City, trying to tie it at 5. Steelheads can shoot towards the empty net with Demon in the box. A backdoor feed from Wagner, and Davis scores. Oh my goodness. Well, for the second consecutive game here this week, we are headed beyond regulation. It'll be the 4th straight game that Idaho has played in decided by a goal. Puck is down and we are underway. Rapid City attacking right to left here. 46 seconds in overtime. Wagner in front and a left toe save from Cross. Down on the seat of his pants.
Monster save by Crosby, and great heads-up play to keep that puck alive. And
swings it up top, Crone. Back for Kudla. Now Pelton Bice at the right hash marks, net front white. Pelton Bice to the far wall, Crone now. High slot, Kudla back near side, Pelton Bice fires and scores! Cap it off and through the hat! Gets tie! Pelton Bice calls game! A 6-5 final score in overtime!
All the success we've had over the last couple of years as a team and an organization, and obviously not the start we wanted, but I'm so confident in this group, and we have such a great group of guys, a great coaching staff and organization to all back up behind us, and I think with that help and just continuing to stick to the system, we'll come out with a winning record here.
And that'll do it. The Steelheads complete the 3-game series sweep over the Rapid City Rush on this Saturday night by a final score of 4-3.
Resilient win. A really resilient win. Right? You guys stayed with it. We didn't get down on ourselves. We just kept going. Good step forward this week. 3 in a row at home. It's kind of a nice feeling. We're just trying to get used to it. A hell of a job, boys.
A lot of good efforts tonight. Dinner. Warrior, Tomer, hell of a job again, but this guy's been leading by example. He's buzzing all night. Got us going.
Hey boys, that's how you want to head into Christmas break. Love this group. We said it in between intermissions. Everybody in here, this is what it's going to take to get her done. So let's go, boys.
You know, although at the beginning part of the year it was a little bit up and down, and I think we've kind of had some stumblings left and right when it comes to how we play, and you know, we get a little high sometimes, get a little too low. I think you know, once we're able to figure it out, I think it's going to be really, really exciting to see what every player in that locker room is capable of. And the thing that's even more evident is everyone in there knows what they're capable of. I have no doubt that all of these guys can easily play night in, night out and make a difference in every single way. And I think it's something that, you know, once we get the ball rolling and we're able to maintain confidence, it's going to be something that's easier to kind of build upon. You know, it's easier to stay hot than it is to get hot. So it's the big thing for us is to, you know, kind of build that momentum. And I think having the 3 here just before the Christmas break, go home, see family, recuperate, and recharge is going to be probably perfect timing for us.